we are back on the franchise for this Week 3 matchup against the Seattle Seahawks, and after 2 straight games on the road, we finally get a home game on the schedule. So we've definitely got to take care of our home field, especially after last week's close loss against the Chargers. Now, one quick note about Seattle, they're going through a slight rebuilding phase, so I expect them to be vulnerable at a few positions, so hopefully we can exploit some of those matchups in today's game. Now, getting into our first drive, Le'Veon Bell gets the handoff from Darnold and goes nowhere, and that'll leave us with 2nd and long. Darnold then snaps it from center and hits Donte Moncrief on the comeback, and that'll move the chains up to the 36. Bell then gets another carry up the middle, and he'll pick up just enough to move the chains. Next play on 1st and 10, Darnold going back to the passing attack hits Moncrief again, and that'll give a 2nd and short from the 47. Le'Veon then gets another carry on the drive, and that'll be more than enough for a 1st down, and now the Jets have it at the Seattle 41. Darnold then takes a snap under center, looking to take a shot downfield and completely overthrows a wide open Jerry Jeudy. That could have easily gone for 6, but now we're faced with 2nd and 10. Darnold then tosses it off the left side to Le'Veon Bell, and it looked like he had blocking, but he gets tackled for a 2-yard gain. So that brings up this. On 3rd and 8, there's a delay of game penalty on Sam Darnold, and that moves the Jets back to 3rd and even longer. So Sam Darnold snaps it and checks it down to Le'Veon Bell, and he gets what he can and almost picks up the first, but it's going to be a couple of yards short, but the field goal unit is well within range and the kick is good. So we take an early 3-0 lead in this one, and we'll now get our first look at Seattle's offense for the day. The first play is a quick pass that goes nowhere. Jalen Mills is in on the tackle, which brings up 2nd and 10. Russell Wilson then comes out in the gun on a 3-wide set and hands the ball off, and Carson's going to be tackled by Mosley after a pickup of 4, which brings up 3rd and 6. Russell from the gun now delivers a pass to Dissly in the flat, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker, which results in a Seattle 3-and-out. So on the next offensive series from the Jets, Darnold goes with the play-action fake, scrambles out of the pocket, and fires a pass on the run that's caught by Chase Claypool at the 32. And that marks the first NFL catch from the rookie wideout out of Notre Dame. So on the next play, Darnold lines up under center, takes a snap out of a 3-wide set, looking to make a play downfield. He's got a man, but Jerry Jeudy can't hang on to it. The contact forced the ball loose, setting up 2nd and 10. So then Darnold comes out under center on the next play, takes the snap, hands it to Le'Veon Bell. He's got blocking. He accelerates through the hole into the secondary, and he is gone. Le'Veon takes it 68 yards for a New York Jets touchdown. This is the Le'Veon Bell that Jets fans have been waiting to see since they signed him, but it took an offseason of completely retooling the offensive line and bringing in guys that can get the job done in the running game. And so far here in Week 3, it is definitely paying off. And even the skill players are getting involved in the running game. Check this out. Look at the block by Donte Moncrief on Shaquille Griffin. He just stonewalls him so Bell can get to the house. And if you think this Jets team isn't rejuvenated after the season they had last year, just look at the sidelines. We didn't see any of that last season. Now, picking up our next offensive drive on 2nd and 10, Darnold drops back and threads the needle to Jerry Jeudy at the 47, and how that pass was completed is beyond me. The ball went right through the hands of the defender. But it keeps the drive alive here on 1st and 10. Darnold just checks it down to Donte Moncrief underneath, and he'll pick up about 5 or 6 on the play, setting up 2nd down. We then go back to the ground attack with Le'Veon Bell, and he picks up the 1st down pretty easily, and that'll move the Jets to the Seattle 36. Darnold then snaps it and goes with the play fake, trying to get the ball downfield, but the pocket collapses, and Darnold's going to be sacked by Vic Beasley, who signed with the Seahawks in the offseason. And talk about a Pete Carroll type of signing. I could totally see Vic Beasley doing that if he ever left the Falcons. But back to the drive here as Davis makes the completion for a 10-yard pickup, which sets up 3rd and 6. Going back to the passing attack, Bell can't hang on to it, and once again the Jets offense is forced to settle for 3. So we're able to extend our lead 13-0 here early in the 2nd quarter. As Russell Wilson and the Seahawks take the field, Carson gets the handoff, but Avery Williamson is right there to bring him down behind the line for a 2-yard loss. The next play on 2nd and 12, Carson gets the carry again, and again he's tackled for a loss. So then Russell Wilson takes the snap out of the gun on 3rd and long and dumps it underneath. The pass is juggled by Carson, but eventually brought in, and he'll be tackled for a 3-and-out. Getting into the next Jets drive, Darnold takes the snap under center and throws a beautiful back shoulder pass that's caught by Jerry Jeudy at the 24. Then looking to stay aggressive on the next play, Darnold goes with the play action fake and tries to sneak one into Jerry Jeudy for the touchdown, but it was well covered by the Seahawks. So that brings up 2nd and 10 with just over 5.5 to play in the second. Bell gets the carry up the gut and gains 7, which sets up 3rd and short. Darnold then snaps it out of the gun, waiting for a play to develop, tries to hit Le'Veon across the middle, but the pass is broken up incomplete, and Coach Ward decides to leave his offense on the field, and the gamble pays off as Dante Moncrief is able to make the catch on 4th down, and now we've got a chance to punch it in for 7. But on the next play, Darnold drops back looking for Jerry Jeudy on the slant and throws an interception. That was the worst possible time we could have thrown a pick there, but I guess no time's a good time. But you definitely don't want to throw a pick in the red zone. But anyways, the Seahawks have it again, still down 13. Wilson looking for Malik Turner downfield, but the pass is broken up by Jalen Mills, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Wilson out of the gun now, drops back and dumps it underneath to Carson, and he'll move the chains up to the 35-yard line. The next play on 1st and 10 is a screen to Metcalf, and he picks up about 4 or 5 on the play before being pushed out of bounds. 2nd and 6 now. Wilson looking to set up the screen play, gets it to Carson, and he gets chased down from behind by Quinnen Williams. That was a nice play by the DT. The defense has definitely come ready to play in this one as Williamson breaks up the pass on 3rd down, and we were able to force a 3 and out on that drive. But moving ahead a bit into the 3rd quarter now, Wilson lines up in the pistol, takes the snap, hands it off to Carson off the right side, and he's tackled by CJ Mosley for a short gain, which brings up 2nd and 9. Same formation, same play, but this time Carson's able to find more running room and picks up 8 on the play, which brings up 3rd and short from midfield. Wilson calls his own number, gets hit by Adams and fumbles the ball, and CJ Mosley is right there for the easy scoop and score, and he puts on a show for the fans as he's high-stepping into the end zone, and now the Jets have a commanding lead late in the 3rd quarter. Now after the failed 2-point conversion, we're now up 19. The Seahawks come out with the play action fake. Wilson rolls out of the pocket with time trying to throw it downfield and is picked off. It's none other than the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Avery Williamson, with the interception, and he'll return it all the way down to the 43. A couple plays later on the drive on 1st and 10 from the 24, Darnold goes with the play-action fake and has Jerry Jeudy wide open in the end zone, but overthrows him, and once again the inaccuracy issues by Sam Darnold have come to bite us. Because on 2nd and 10 he throws another incompletion, and then 3rd and 10 he drops back trying to pass, but the pocket collapses and down goes Darnold. So once again we're forced to settle for 3 on yet another drive, and despite extending the lead 22, I'm still disappointed. We've now seen through 3 games where the Jets are able to move the ball downfield, and it seems like once we cross midfield, or most of the time in the red zone, the offense just seems to hit a wall and we can't score touchdowns. And I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's execution, maybe it's play calling, but it's something I definitely have to figure out because I feel like we're leaving a lot of plays out there. But anyways, getting back to the drive here on 3rd and 8, Russell Wilson has tons of time in the pocket, but everything is locked up downfield, so he dumps it off to Carson, and that brings up 4th and 4. Their offense stays on the field. Russell snaps it from the gun, drops back, and the pass is deflected and batted down incomplete. And with that, the Seahawks turn it over on downs at the Jets' 18-yard line. Now in our next series, we get a Jalen Hurts sighting as Sam Darnold was hurt on the last drive where he was sacked, and if he's forced to miss any real time, things could look a lot different for this offense. But Hurts is able to complete a nice pass to Moncrief here on 2nd and 9, and that'll move the chains. The next play on 1st and 10, Le'Veon Bell gets the handoff, and he picks up about 10, maybe 11 before being gang tackled at the 43. The next play, Bell gets another handoff up the middle and he gets about 6 on the play, which eventually leads to this on 3rd and 3. Hurts finds Jeudy on the slant to move the chains, and from this point on, we're able to just milk the clock and get out of here with a W. So our defense was able to hang on to the shutout. As you guys can see, the final in this one is 25-0, and this was a great way to bounce back after that last-second loss last week against the Chargers. But anyways, folks, that's all the time I've got for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.